Give me Bonnie's top 5 best female boxers of all time. Greatest female boxers of all time.
All right. And I have different reasons for them. So for some people, are going to be like, oh, the record this, the record that. So I'm just going to put it out there. My number 1 and 2 are pretty much almost like dead even tied, but it's Christy Martin, and it's also Christy Martin and Ann Wolfe. I'm going to put Ann Wolfe at number 1. Here's why. I was at an all women's boxing, and I was on the card, and I was fighting Yvonne Race, and our fight was already done. I was sitting ringside, and up comes Ann Wolfe. She's fighting Marcia Valley. And Ann Wolfe was like, everyone had been talking about how she was supposed to, everyone wanted her to fight Layla Ali. Everyone, they knew that at the time that was like kind of the matchup people wanted to see. Well, I sat there and I watched Ann just go like this and turn an uppercut. And I watched Marcia Valley's feet, both of them at the same time, go about this far up off the canvas, both feet, one uppercut. And I sat there. I actually went and talked to her afterwards out in the lobby for about 45 minutes or so. Nicest person. I've had the honor of being able to meet her again since then. And I've kept in touch with her several times. But to me, she was like one of the most powerful boxers to ever put herself in the ring. As far as how hard she hits, I just can't. It's hard for me to put anyone above her. But so then I would put Christy, like I said, I put them really kind of together, but then I would definitely put Christy Martin. She and I were supposed to fight. The contract fell through due to a promoter, nothing to do with her or myself. Just a kind of a shady promoter who didn't know what they were doing, and it cost us a fight. And it was a main event for a title, an ABF title. But Christy and I have had a lot of interactions. She's an amazing person. So I put her at number 2. And I just respect her for everything that she's gone through in her life. Same with Ann, because they both have obviously stories outside of boxing. Number 3, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, you put me on the spot because like, I've got so many people that I consider good, friends at this point that I've been able to meet and talk to. And it's hard. It's really just hard to compare how people boxed way back in the early days, like even before us, to our time frame, our era to now. Because there's people. So let me say, I'm probably going to say, these people are going to hate me. No, like literally just when you're inducted into the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame, like it's a sisterhood like no other. And I just respect every single person. And there's so many I've gotten to know. And not all of them, I know them as a person, not like as the boxer, but there's different reasons why I say, well, this person like really set a standard for being the first to ever do this, during when things were still black and white, Barbara Butrick, which I think she's amazing. And most of you guys would never even know who she is, but without her, there's none of us.
So is Barbara Butrick in your top 5?
Yes.
Okay.
I put her number 3, and that's just kind of an old sentimental choice. I would say Holly Holm. And I'll say 5 and 6. I'm just going to kind of put them together with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Now, again, I know right now I've probably really pissed off like a lot of people. But to all the female boxers out there, like I said, I have mad respect for every single person that ever gets in that ring, because there are a lot of unsung heroes who, had they not gotten in the ring and given other people chances to try to fight, and I was one of those people. I was one of the ones that always was looked at as a B fighter, always, and that's okay. Without us, they don't get to shine either.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of people that fall in that category, where I'm at. And, if you look at their records, would you say they are top 10? No. But by heart and definition and what they did for the sport and things like that, absolutely. But I could probably put